Welcome to WWE 2K24 Universe. Welcome to the WWE 1984 and on Universe, the July 21st, 1984 WWF Championship Wrestling. This is a shorter show here, only about 3 matches and some audio if I can find it, which I don't know if I have it for the Piper's Pit for this one. And I got a message I got to answer real quick here. Alright, there we go. Sorry. 3 matches on the lineup here today. We've got Tag Team Championship action. SD Jones and Pat Patterson getting a rare championship opportunity, taking on the new champions Bob Backlund and B, Blair. That is not the lineup I put in aside from the opener. I put that one in. Alright, bear with me. Because I did not put... They started adding some stuff to my lineup here, and I am not a fan of that. You book what I tell you to book. That is like the entire point behind this. Okay, so you're getting a little sneak peek into my mind there if you're watching live. There's the lineup we had listed. I was going to have 2 and 3 switched around earlier, but this is fine. I'm not worried about it. SD Jones and Pat Patterson against Bob Backlund and B, Blair for the Tag Team Championship. Mr. Fuji and Tiger Chung Lee against Off and Geek of the Wild Samoans. And Kamala and Mascaras in what is now our main event. That was not originally going to be the main event, but I guess it's going to be now. Okay. With that, let's start the show. And of course, we are all getting ready for Madison Square Garden. We'll be streaming that later this afternoon. It's going to be a pretty long show, but that's 4 championship matches. The winning team here will go on to Madison Square Garden to defend against Sergeant Slaughter and Billy Travis. A very important matchup that's going to shape Madison Square Garden. And the matchup on that big lineup. 1 fall 30 to kick this one off.
The following contest is a tag team match set for 1 fall. Introducing first, from the Pacific Islands, weighing in at 260 pounds.
And there's SD Special Delivery Jones. Why is he being introduced? Did I make this non-title by mistake? I guess we'll find out. I meant this like a title match. We'll find out. Pat Patterson's about to make his way to the ring here.
And his partner from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 237 pounds, Pat Patterson!
I'm afraid I'm not going to write that down until I verify the both are on the line. They're supposed to be, but I may have. No, I know it's kind of like a title match because I had to go in and manually make Blair and Backlund the team because I didn't want to register that they were champions if they weren't an official team in the database, which is stupid. Because makeshift teams win all the time. I kept the separate entrance for the challenge for the champions here.
And from Minneapolis, weighing in at 240 pounds, one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Mr. The Professor.
Is Bob not even not? And Backlund should be too. We're talking about a Hall of Fame to hold the belt here, but is Bob not a name to choose in creation? This is the most animated I've ever seen Bob Backlund in an entrance, by the way. Even as a heel, but... We'll see. We do not have much of Bob Backlund remaining here. I fully expect Backlund to be done here at the end of the month, unless he and Blair drop these belts before that. Here comes B. Brian Blair, the other half of the champion.
And from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 243 pounds, one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions,
B. Brian Blair making his way to the ring. I don't think I put the belts on the line. You know what? The belts are on the line. I made this a title match. I set this up like a title match. I don't know why the game glitched out and wouldn't put the belts on the line, but I set it up that way. This is a championship match. I will manually put the belts on Patterson and SD if they win this match here. It's supposed to be a title match. It's a title match, by God. SD, Special Delivery Jones, and Pat Patterson, the champions here. So, full disclosure, in the original history, if I'm going to start calling it, the match on this episode, to open up this episode of Championship Wrestling, was Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch against SD Jones and Nick DiCarlo. It was a non-title match. However, the result page I'm using, courtesy of originally Graham Coffin, now Richard Lamb, history of WWE.com, did not specify that as a non-title match. So I decided to make put the belts on the line here because why not? My universe, the timeline's already different than what it really was. It doesn't really matter if I have the belts on the line here or not. First time Patterson and SD Jones have teamed up. Only the second time Blair and Backlund have teamed up. So that tells you how crazy things wind up getting. Tells you how crazy things can wind up getting over the course of months and months. Game time here. Counting at 4. After Jones can make his way back in the ring, Patterson's going to try to keep Backlund out. That's that. Okay, well, Jones going to come out to break the count for that. Okay, I cannot find the Piper Pit audio that goes with this week, so you're all safe there. Counting at 6, Backlund back in. Backlund's going to target Pat Patterson for some reason. Now he's going to go back out to the apron. Going to restart the count. And SD Jones catches Backlund coming over the pump kick. We know for a fact that on this episode of Championship Wrestling, we're not going to have as much wrestling as we did in just one match on AEW Dynamite last night. Will Ospreay and MJF going 59 minutes and 58 seconds. That time is legit, by the way. They did not time shave that at all. 59:58, the actual time for that matchup. Counting at 8, SD Jones finally gets back into the ring. I've seen a lot of people online talking about, oh, that match was too long. There's no reason for a TV match to go more than 20 minutes. If you honestly did not enjoy that match last night, here's the cover by SD Jones. Not quite two. If you did not enjoy that match last night, and I'm not saying you had to think it was the best match ever. I'm not saying you had to think it was match of the year. I'm saying if you did not like the match, you did not think it was a good wrestling match, then I don't know what you're watching for. I don't do star ratings, but I don't see how you can't at a minimum rate that 4. I'm getting a phone call from potential spam where you can, if I left the room for a voicemail, you can leave me a voicemail. I am not anything to call that potential spam. I don't care who. Oh, Patterson with the dive. Oh, wow. Yeah, but apparently a lot of people went on the cage match just to intentionally lower the rating of the match by rating 0 and 1. Now, I saw a lot of social media comments about how it's one of the worst matches they've ever seen. Okay, and there are absolutely a lot of wrestling matches that go 30 minutes, 45 minutes. That would be better served going 20. Young Bucks, I'm looking at you. That was not one of them. That match was fantastic. They went at an incredible pace for the hour. There was not a ton of stalling after about the first 10 or 15 minutes. They went at it at a breakneck pace. Approached the last 45 minutes or so. Patterson missing a springboard moonsault. Interesting. Backlund still not tagging out, though. Interesting how that plays out. Backlund still not tagging out. Now he's going to springboard over. Sunset flip coming. Nicely done. And 3. Brian Blair does not legally get in the match. Go Backlund and Blair, despite what you saw on the screen, it was not announced like a title match by Mike Rome, but that championships were supposed to be on the line. Backlund and Blair retain. They are going to go on to Madison Square Garden to defend against Sergeant Slaughter and Billy Travis. Brian Blair was not legally in the match. That's actually a great camera shot of Blair going to turn on Backlund. We're not planning on that. Tell you a match where in real life somebody did turn on somebody, and that's this one right here, Mr. Fuji and Tiger Chung Lee against Asa and Sika, the Samoans. Let me check this one. Okay, yeah, I can't, okay. If I needed to add impromptu matching or whatever, that is an option the way we have that set up. We're not doing that today, though. So we got Mr. Fuji and Tiger Chung Lee against Alpha and Geek of the Wild Samoans. Now on the original, in the quote-unquote original history, this was highlight of the match of the spectrum between these two teams, where Mr. Fuji wound up turning on Tiger Chung Lee, leading to a feud between them. So this is the last scheduled match of Fuji and Chung Lee as a tag team in our universe. Could very well go back to that at some point, but Fuji and Alpha, I believe, will be the legal men to start. Could be Fuji and Kika, I guess. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Go to the introduction.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 546 pounds.
Okay, so that call was actually my mail order pharmacy verifying that they will be mailing me my prescriptions moving forward.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 568 pounds, the Wild Samoans.
Okay, we got tag team action coming up, 1 Fall 15 again. Originally, when this match originally aired on Championship Wrestling, it was highlight of the match on the Spectrum where Fuji turned on Tiger Chung Lee at the end. And where I have not simulated any kind of turn here. Main reason for that being we are not going to be streaming that next Spectrum show, which aired August 4th. Just the way the calendars work here in 2K, we got to cut week out somewhere, and unfortunately, it's a Monday to Sunday calendar. I use the first Monday of the month in the game of the first Monday of whatever day it was in the real calendar. So that week would have been the 5th week, beginning on the 5th Monday, backdrop too. Would have been shocked if Kika would have gotten the pin in the first 30 seconds on the match, first minute of the match here, but well, July 30th would be the 5th Monday of the month, so that's the week. Excuse me, that came from out of nowhere. Good thing I had some cough drops down here. But yeah, that would have been the 5th Monday of the month, which, so that's the week to get cut off. May do that like a watch along, Twitch exclusive watch along. We'll have to see. There's a kick to the knee there by Mr. Fuji. As the battle continues here. Tag made to Tiger Chung Lee. Wild Samoans would love to get a rematch of those tag team titles now held by Blair and Bob Backlund. There's a sleeper hold by Tiger Chung Lee. He got off a caught. Too early in the match to get him with that. Although I thought it was too early in the match to pin Pat Patterson with a gunkick flip too, and we called that, so who knows? Off with the cover of Chung Lee here. There's a count of 1. AEW Dynamite last night, 2 hours and 8 minutes. It had something like an hour and 24 minutes of wrestling. And people saying there's too much wrestling on the show. Heaven forbid a wrestling show have a couple of goddamn great wrestling matches on it, right? Like, I'm really sorry if wrestling is not included in your vision of wrestling. Okay, don't get me wrong, I like storytelling in wrestling. But let wrestling matches be part of that storytelling. Like, it's not rocket science, you know? Kika and Fuji are the legal men. They're fighting on the floor. Fuji just got thrown into a bunch of chairs there. And Kika wound up headbutting those chairs. And they gotta watch the count here. Fuji's back in at just before 8. Is Kika gonna get back in? There's 9. Okay, Kika does make his way back in. We saw a match end like that a couple shows ago. Somebody was diving in just at the 10 count, didn't make it in time in their referee judgment. Fuji makes the hot tag to Tiger Chung Lee. That'll extend this matchup. Tiger Chung Lee got him, picked him up, slam from down throat first. Cover. Count of one call we get there. No. I cannot wait to stream this Madison Square Garden show later on. And there is so much incredible action on that show. We now know officially it will in fact be Bob Backlund and B, Brian Blair against Carson Slaughter and Billy Travis for the Tag Team Championship. That match is definite. That match is on the card. Going to continue Santana to defend the Intercontinental title. And Cowboy Bob Orton, that match will happen. Going to see Hulk Hogan and Greg Valentine for the world title. We're going to see Wendy Richter defending the women's title against Fabulous Moolah. Cindy Lauper in Richter's corner. Captain Lou Albano and Cindy Lauper, in Moolah's corner. We hit the 5-minute mark here. The WWF Martial Arts Champion Antonio Inoki will be in attendance. That might be a 5th title match, technically. We're going to see a Battle Royal to close the show tonight. With the Paul Orndorff against Chief Jay Strongbow, Alpha against Rene Goulet. So much great action on there. Butcher Vachon will be in action. Iron Sheik against Tony Garea. Sheik is going to be in single action. Clear. A lot of wrestling. Sheik is going to go for the diving headbutt off the middle rope here. He connects with it. Tiger Chun-Li going to come in and make the save. Took him a little longer getting into it than I was expecting. I think Fuji was kicking out anyway. So many great matches at Madison Square Garden. July 23rd, this coming Monday night in game time. Later today, in real time for those of you watching on the stream, headbutt. Knocking Fuji down. Lineup for that Battle Royal is not finalized. Up there it is. Wild Samoans are your winners. Six minutes and 40 seconds. And are you ready for your main event? And so the Piper Pit this week, I don't have the audio for it, but Piper, Roddy Piper, reading a letter from a relative of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. It said Jimmy Snuka's son. After the coconut attack we saw a number of weeks ago. Like, I don't have the audio for that one, but we'll going to see for the Piper Snuka series that will start in August at Madison Square Garden. We got one fall with a 10-minute time limit. The Kamala, accompanied by Freddie Blassie and Kim Chi. But it was Friday at this point, but we'll use Kim Chi for the purposes of this game. Taking on Mil Mascaras. One fall, 10 minutes. Kamala's not on the card. Not on the card at the Garden. That's kind of a minor surprise looking at it, but we'll. That is what it is.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Uganda, weighing in at 228 pounds, Headhunter.
Headhunter, they're calling him. Well, have to see how that goes. the Ugandan headhunter Kamala. Little Papa Shango entrance there. Probably the best you can do with within the parameters of the game. I'll allow it.
And his opponent from Mexico, weighing in at 245 pounds, Mills Mascaras.
No, Mascaras on his way to the ring here. This match 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. They look our third and final match this week on Championship Wrestling. We're going to do the same thing next week. Just I think it'll be 4 next week. We'll go over the tentative lineup for that momentarily here. Run down that Madison Square Garden, that scheduled Madison Square Garden show one more time for you. That Kamala, very good looking Kamala, honestly. We're underway, 1 fall, 10 minutes. You see Kawaki Freddie Blackie and Kim Chi both at ringside. That should be a big advantage for Kamala in this match. We'll see if Mil Mascaras does the job. There, stomp. I met Mil Mascaras at Cauliflower Alley Club in 2015? I know it's one my dad went to. I got a picture of Kamala and Mil Mascaras and my dad. I never met Kamala, but I've worked with Kamala Jr. I don't know if that's actually a relative or not. Looked enough like him I could buy it, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. Mil Mascaras crawls underneath the ropes. He's on the apron here. And flips him over. Going for the cover. We got not quite one. If you're wondering where my son Logan is for this episode, he went out with his mom for a little while today. They should be home shortly. I expect Logan to join me for the Madison Square Garden event when we stream it later today. Mil Mascaras slamming Kamala into that top turnbuckle and now slamming him down hard to the mat. There's a stomp. Waist lock going on the back there. Nice slam from down there. Mil Mascaras with some wrestling. Picking up the bigger man. Let's run down this Madison Square Garden lineup one more time before things get away from us here. I'm going to see the Wild Samoans Sika in action against an opponent to be named. Flying head kicker by Kamala. Nicely done. Iron Sheik against Tony Gurria. The Intercontinental Championship on the line. Tito Santana defending against Bob Orton. Going to see Butcher Vachon in action against the wrestler to be named. And what is, at least, that we got the WWF World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Hulk Hogan defending against Greg the Hammer Valentine. The martial arts champion Antonio Inoki with a rare American appearance. Defending the martial arts championship against opponents to be named. There's the cover after the avalanche in the corner. Only a count of 1. The tag team titles are on the line. B. Brian Blair and Bob Backlund defending against Sergeant Slaughter and Billy Travis. The main event tonight is not the Hogan Valentine match. And the main event tonight will not go on last. It's going to go on later in the card. But Wendy Richter with Cyndi Lauper in the corner defending the women's title against the Fabulous Moolah with Captain Lou Albano in the corner. He missed the wonderful Paul Orndorff against Chief Jay Strongbow. Alpha against Rene Goulet. And then the big 8-man Battle Royal will cap off the show on Monday. And just some of the competitors that will be in that match. I do know that Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch will be in that Battle Royal. And Antonio Inoki will be in that Battle Royal. 5 other men will be announced for that. Kamala's going to go for the flying flash here. If he hits, can it go over? No. Macro can on his feet and plenty of time, but somehow Kamala turned that into an elbow drop, I guess. There's a diving headbutt. Short clothesline there by Macro. Now he's spending time on looking at Blackie and Chi. That's a mistake. He needs to follow up and go after Kamala. There's a diving headbutt. There's the cover. 1, 2. Only the count of 2. Yeah, a lot. I think there's either 10 or 11 matches on the big Madison Square Garden show later today. There you see. Now Master's back up to the top. Went for a flying knee drop and missed it. Kamala. Oh, now they're going to trade blows and they come to the ring here. Back and forth matchup for 5 minutes have gone by. 5 minutes remaining. We're scoring this on points. No Masters probably has the edge, but it is close at this stage. Here he goes, shot there. Kamala coming back from the shot to the cone. Elbow to the midsection. Forearm to the back. Now Masters rolling to the outside. Getting brought into the ring the hard way. There's a kick to the chest. Kamala going for a big headbutt here. Oh, like a double ear slap to the back. There's a headbutt. Masters crashes down to the mat. Big splash coming. That could do it. He's close to the rope. Masters could have reached the rope, and he opted to lift the right shoulder. That just barely came up. This match is actually pretty good. I did not expect this match to be this good, but it's been pretty good so far. Masters, what a clothesline. Oh, nice camera work there, sending Kamala all the way out to the floor. And be prepared for Mel Masters. He's going to fly. Tope Suicida into the announce table. And now sending Masters sending Kamala back into the ring. Crowd chanting this and gawking. I gotta agree. This match has been pretty good. There's a surfboard. Variation. Stop to the back. Masters going up to the top rope here. And a double stomp. Gonna go for the cover. That could do it. No! 2 7/8. Kamala fights his way out of it. What a match. 3 minutes remaining in the time limit. Kamala getting Masters hard in that turnbuckle. He just took the Bret Hart bump into that turnbuckle there. And a headbutt to the lower midsection. And again. And I gotta say it, Masters looked good at point. Kamala looked good at point. We talked about how Masters may have had the edge on point earlier. Kamala may have the edge on point at this stage. He's going up to the second rope on the inside. Diving headbutt upcoming. I gotta say that's gonna do it. Is that a shoulder shot or a chest shot? Maybe the difference. And they must be getting to look off the shoulder, not the chest. Masters gets up at 2. And Kamala looks like he is getting up. There's a headbutt. Referee putting the turnbuckle pad back on the top turnbuckle. Black, he got a hold of that a couple minutes ago. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this 10-minute time limit. There's a chop to the back of the head. Going for that big splash again. He's not going to get out of it twice. And he does not. Kamala gets the win in 8 minutes and 23 seconds.
Here is your winner, Headhunter.
That was a hell of a match. Oh, I got the paint coming off his face after a long match. I love it. I never noticed that before. What a great touch. The face paint coming off during the match. Excellent. 4-star rating for the match. I'm inclined to agree. That was good. That was really good. Okay. Now here are the results of our matchup here. The Tag Team Champions, Bob Backlund and B, Blair, defeating SD Jones and Pat Patterson in their first successful title defense. B, Blair not even legally getting into the ring. The Wild Samoans defeating Mr. Fuji and Tiger Chung Lee. Catalyst for the unofficial split of Fuji and Chung Lee here. And then on our main event, Kamala over Mil Mascaras. 3 matches. Shortest match was 5:16. We got some decent league matches out of this today, too. Very nicely done. Next week here on Championship Wrestling, we will have an Intercontinental Championship match. Rene Goulet will be getting a shot at whoever the Intercontinental Champion is coming out of Madison Square Garden. That'll happen next week. The Iron Sheik will be in action. Jimmy Snuka will take on Tiger Chung Lee. And Ivan Putski against Jessica the Body Ventura next week. So 4 matches next week on Championship Wrestling. Should be a lot of fun. And don't forget, a little later today, not sure exactly what time yet, but a little later today, Madison Square Garden. Looks like 5 championship matches on the line. Hogan Valentine. Antonio Inoki defends the Martial Arts Championship. Backlund and Blair against Slaughter and Terry Daniels in the real timeline. Carson Slaughter and Billy Travis. Bob Orton and Tito Santana. The main event of Wendy Richter with Cyndi Lauper in the corner against Fabulous Moolah with Captain Lou Albano in the corner. 8-man battle royal. More matches on top of that. That's going to be great. Stay safe, support independent wrestling. I'll catch you guys a little later on today on Twitch. And whenever this drops on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everybody.